The next stop is On the Radar Radio.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest in the building. Dom Corleo in the building. Fresh off tour.
What up, man?
How you feeling today?
Feeling good, man. Just fucking, just got off tour.
Literally, we're done now, right?
I think with the U.S. dates. So I'm about to go do Canada now, and then Europe. But yeah, did it, man.
Well,
So,
not done, but yeah.
yeah, the for the first headlining segment of it, yeah.
Are that your first international full tour too, or?
So yeah, I mean, I've only been to London, and I've done a show in London before,
Right. But never a full tour.
But yeah, never a tour, bro. Never, and I've never even been to Canada. So yeah, I'm hyped though. Like it's gonna be crazy for sure. U.S. was crazy.
Which was your favorite city in the U.S.? Who had the best crowd? Let's do that.
Okay, best crowd for sure. Houston, and I already knew Houston would be crazy because I just feel like Houston got that crazy ass love for music, bro. Like Houston is, you know what I mean? They go so crazy out there. Other than Houston, I gotta say, another really good one was San Fran. But I mean, that's where I'm from. I'm from the Bay Area, so I already knew they were, it's like home stretch. So I already knew they were gonna go crazy out there.
Where did you play in the Bay? What was the venue?
Brick and Mortar. It's in the city. I forgot what exact area, but yeah, it's actually crazy. I did a show there with Autumn 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago. And it was his first tour, and I had just opened up for him, and I didn't have any type of real motion or anything at that time, and even then, bro, they went crazy when I did that show. So just to come back doing my own show, and for them to go that crazy it was a crazy thing to see for real.
That's fire.
So yeah,
it was fun. The reason why I asked where you performed at too is because I saw this TikTok. It was after the Blast concert in the Bay. You saw which video I'm talking about? Where they broke into everybody's cars?
Yeah.
Was that by that venue?
Yeah, bro. I mean, honestly,
I know that's everywhere, but
in San Francisco, it's literally everywhere. There's nowhere you can park in San Fran where your car is gonna be safe from getting broken into.
No, if there's anything in it or not. Because in Atlanta, when I go to Atlanta, literally. They're like, "Oh, you could park here. Just take everything out the car."
Yeah, San Fran, it's so bad though. People would dead ass just break your window just to break your window out there. People are crazy, bro. In San Fran, yeah, it's so fucking bad.
Now, me not being from the Bay, but I had a couple Bay Area friends, but we never really spoke about this. Has it always been like that?
Nah, that's the thing. It's definitely gotten so much worse over the years, and that was one of the main reasons that my family moved out of the Bay Area, just because of number one, how expensive it got at the time, and then just how bad it was, bro. Shit used to be super chill, growing up there. I mean, not chill, but it wasn't as bad as it is nowadays. It's super, it's a bunch of bullshit nowadays, and the homelessness has gotten super, super bad there. So it's but I mean, that's all of California too. I live in LA, and it's same. I see the same shit everywhere, but it's just mainly San Francisco is really bad.
With the car break-ins.
Yeah, the break-ins and the homelessness. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's weird. Because living in New York, when we went to Atlanta, I went to Atlanta for the first time earlier this year.
Yeah.
Same thing with LA. That was my first time there this year too. But going there for the first time, they're like, "Oh yeah, don't forget, take your big ass suitcase out the trunk." I'm like, out the trunk. And I didn't understand because in New York, people get their cars broken into everywhere.
Yeah, no,
but New York, breaking into someone's car isn't as common.
No, yeah, I don't see that shit out here.
Yeah.
Even in Atlanta, the times I've been to Atlanta, I haven't seen it. I know it happens there, but
they tell you that it happens. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything, but literally, you go to San Fran, bro. Any block you walk down, you're gonna see a car with a smashed in window on some, you know what I mean, on one of the blocks that you're walking down. So
that's crazy. But yeah, I just thought about that because I was thinking, you mentioned the venue, and I mean, we're gonna go out to the Bay soon with On the Rate. We're gonna bring the show out there, and I was just thinking about, I'm like, all right, guys, so how do we get around?
Yeah.
Do we rent?
Definitely
rent the Sprinter? What do we do?
Yeah, get a Sprinter, but make sure that wherever you go, try to either do valet or have somebody watch your car. Because when we went and did the show, we had somebody just outside, just standing
by the car
the whole time. Yeah.
Okay.
Or I mean, if you're in front of a super super fancy hotel or I mean, even Union Square is a good area, but even there, you still gotta just be careful.
Yeah, you never know.
Because people there don't give a fuck. There'll be a million people walking, and somebody gonna come up and break your shit. take something and walk away.
Even if it's just like a fucking like a hat in the car.
Because it's like the police there, you know, there's so much, the shit happens so much to where they're not responding to every single break-in that's happening. So it's like these people just do that shit because they know they're not going to get in trouble for it.
Yeah, facts.
So, I mean, they don't give a fuck.
Well, with the show with Autumn, right? Like, you know, it's kind of cool how you mentioned it was at the same venue, right?
Yeah, same venue.
So kind of being able to now go back too, because how many years ago was that?
That was like almost 2 years ago. It was about, like literally probably 2 years ago.
So how did Autumn get to come to this show, or at least get to be at the show?
So he was supposed to come to a couple of dates on tour, but he ended up having some shit to do.
Okay.
But I mean, he's seen, bro. Like Autumn's my boy, so we just be chopping it up, you know, all the time about everything. But I mean, it was just, you know, I feel like it was just crazy in all aspects for like that shit to happen. I feel like shit, especially in your career, happens so fast, bro. Like you turn around 360, like just like that in the span of months, you know?
Do you feel like you've been going through a lot of that lately?
Yeah, nah, definitely. I wouldn't say like as of lately, like a lot. Well, I mean, definitely like the tour was like, you know what I mean? That was huge for me because for me to go and do packed out shows for every single like date where it's my tour. It's not like it's somebody else's tour. It's just me and KO, you know, like that's crazy because it's like these people are coming to see us, you know. We're not putting nobody else on there and promoting that shit. So it's like, it's hard for real. Like I'd definitely say it's something where if I like talked to myself a year ago and told myself like, yo, I'm about to do a whole tour with just me, I'd be like, damn, that's crazy. Like,
right.
You know?
Yeah. And even like, I feel like you're going to have more of those moments overseas too.
Yeah, no, for
like,
sure.
Once you realize like the fan base is like, I heard y'all talking about Sweden. Like once y'all, like, I think I always talk to artists kind of when they first come back from these international tours, they're like, bro, I didn't even know I had fans out there.
Yeah. And internationally, like I was just talking to somebody about that. They go crazier out there. Like, because internationally, I just feel like they're so much more in tune with the music. Like, they're coming to shows to come to a show and to rock out with the artist. Like, because a lot of the time, like, U.S. dates, you know, people come to the show to have fun, do whatever. But there is a lot of kids that come, and they're just coming there to get a video on their phone or, like, you know what I mean?
Stand there.
Or they'll stand there. And it's like, these people overseas, I feel like they get so hyped for, like, an artist to come out there and, you know, they pop out, go crazy. I mean, like, you see, like, Wireless Festival, bro, how crazy those crowds look. Like, yeah, shit's crazy out there. So I'm super hyped to do, you know, all the overseas shit now.
Even if we talk about, like, shows, because we talked a little bit about Summer Smash and Rolling Loud. Which one did you do first, Rolling Loud or Summer Smash?
Summer Smash. Summer Smash was in June, and then Rolling Loud came right after in July. But I literally got booked for both of them, like, at the same time type shit. So it was literally lined up perfectly.
Is it crazy now too? Like, you know, again, going back to full circle moments, like to even get booked for like that level of festivals, because it's kind of like you didn't skip any steps, you earned that, but it's kind of like, you know, you going from these smaller venues to then boom, like, two of the bigger hip hop.
The festivals were definitely like a crazy moment because I had went to my first Rolling Loud. It was the last one they did in New York, but I just went. You know, I went
that was
with
your first one. Wow,
yeah, that was my first one.
Okay.
So I had went there with this one manager that I was tight with, and you know, he just brought me with his artist. But you know, I wasn't performing or nothing. I just went to go. You know, I had never been to a Rolling Loud before. And like growing up, you know, all through high school, all my friends were going to Rolling Louds, and my mom never let me go. Like my mom didn't let me do shit till I was 18, bro. Like she was on my ass when I was younger. But so, like, yeah, like, growing up, all my friends were going to Rolling Loud. So I had went to my first one, the last one that they had in New York, like, 2022. And I remember, like, standing out there. I was with my boy Bristow, and we were just in the crowd, like, you know, watching everybody set. And I remember standing out there, like, just watching people's sets, like, damn, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the next one. Like, I literally told myself, I was, like, I forgot whose set I was watching, but it was somebody that, you know, like, is in the same kind of
lane as you.
Lane, yeah. And I remember watching their set and literally just telling myself in my head, like, okay, I'm finna do this. And then sure enough, you know, I get booked for the next Rolling Loud for Miami.
Crazy.
Like I said, like, it's just a timing thing. Like, the time came and time was right and it happened. And, you know, went out there, did it, had a fucking blast. So
I was about to say, what was, because, you know, you talk about like, okay, I've always wanted to do this. I didn't get to go to any of these as a kid. Relatable, because I grew up with Puerto Rican parents. Crazy. They don't want you to do nothing.
My mom was just always like, she always wanted me to be safe. And like, even nowadays, like I call my mom like every day, or I try to call her every day and, you know, just check in, because she's always worried about like what I'm doing, where I'm at. So it's like, she was, it's on my ass, but
I relate.
yeah.
It's okay. My mom still. I'm 27. My mom still be
Yeah,
like, "Yo, what
no,
you doing? You good? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, even now, yeah.
it's good though. But you know, going back to Rolling Loud, like, did you have like the butterflies that day in your stomach? Like, what was going through your mind that day? Where it's like, damn, like, you know, I've been seeing all my friends go to these shits. I only ever been to one before. Like, this is technically your second Rolling Loud that you've ever attended to. But this time you're performing.
Yeah, no, it was crazy. Like, I definitely was nervous. Here's the thing. I was really nervous for Summer Smash because that was like my first festival. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I had done little festivals, but this was it's a real festival, like where, you know, people are coming from everywhere to see, you know, these rap acts and shit. So I was super nervous for Summer Smash, but I mean, literally, like once I touch that stage and walk out there, like it everything that is like built up in me just ceased to exist. Like once you're out there, it's just turn up time.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, when Rolling Loud came around, like I definitely felt a little bit, you know, being nervous just because Rolling Loud was, you know, like the one that, you know, I had grown up knowing. Absolutely, and shit. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, once I came out, it was like time to turn up. Yeah.
Right.
And
so Summer Smash was kind of like your practice run for what Rolling Loud was going to be too.
Yeah. It's crazy though. Summer Smash, like I had a huge crowd in Summer Smash. Like, yeah, I didn't expect any of that. Even for Rolling Loud, like I came out, you know, because I wasn't expecting much for Rolling Loud because I was on a smaller stage. Like, you know, and it's my first time. Usually, like a lot of first time artists for Rolling Loud, you know, you're not going to get you're not going to get a fucking Drake crowd for your first run. Yeah. But nah, hell nah. I came out there and I was like, damn. It's a lot of people. It's time, like, let's turn up. Fuck it. I was like, yeah, hell yeah.
I'm like, you know, it's crazy because I think about when you say, oh, I thought there was going to be a big crowd. I know you're a big Travis Scott fan too.
Yeah,
like, a lot of Travis Scott inspiration with the merch and the music. But you saying that immediately made me think of like the video of Travis with like the 14 people in the crowd.
Like 12, 14 people, yeah.
And then, you know, and then the fast forward to like I think they use like Govball 2018, 2019 and like the Drake size, Travis size crowd, you know what I'm saying? So it's like kind of all part of the journey though.
Yeah, and it's crazy because it just builds up over time. Like I've come from doing shows. My very first show that I ever did, I was 15, and I drove with my mom out to LA. It was in LA, and it was one of my boys who had been rapping for like, you know, a little bit longer than me because I had just started at this time. Like I started when I was 15, and he was like, "Yo, I'm doing this show over at this little venue bar in LA. You want to come perform with me?" Because we had a song together. So I was like, hell yeah. Yeah. So I drove with my mom to LA. I was still living in the Bay Area at the time. So we drove up. I remember going in there doing it. There were like 3 people, like, and they were at the bar, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. But like, I still went up there and performed, and just, you know, my mom was like one of the main ones watching in the crowd.
She was right there in the middle.
And just coming from that, and then being able to take my mom to a sold out show that's my show is like crazy, you know? And like I said, that's a 5-year span. And it's going to keep growing bigger, like, over the years. It's going to just keep going and keep going more and more. So it's like, yeah, it's definitely crazy. It's crazy to look back on shit like that and see, like, how far you've actually come. Because I feel like a lot of the time, a lot of people take shit for granted or, like, forget about, you know, you were doing a show with 5 people, and now you're doing a show with 300 people. So it's, like, it's definitely, like, a shock, you know?
Right. How does... you took it to the Bay Area show? Yeah. How did mom react? Because, like, you know, I think it's like the same thing with any parent. Like, they like a certain type of music, and and even though they might support your music, they're not entirely understanding of the scene that you're in, of the music you make.
My parents, they love my music, and like, they, you know, at first they were like, they weren't really understanding of like everything that was going on. Because like I said, shit happened fast, so they were kind of just like, you know, they're in for the ride, but they didn't know much about what was going on. But I mean, now they definitely have like a lot more of an understanding of like what I do and the whole scene of everything. Yeah, like I took both my parents to like the San Fran show, and then my sister actually just came because my sister stays out in Jersey, so she just came to the last show on the tour, the Jersey date, and like just being able to like take them to that, and like for them to see that shit, you know, they love it. They, you know, they wouldn't rather me be doing anything else than doing what I do. So
right, yeah. Do your parents have like favorite songs by you?
Yeah, I mean, I forgot what they had told me. I gotta ask them, but they have a couple. But like I said, like they gonna love anything I make. Just, you know what I mean?
Right. Call them up. Ask them. Can we call them?
Yeah. Let me ask my mom.
Have mom call in real quick.
I'm a FaceTime her.
Oh God, I love this.
Let me see. I'm actually curious because I forgot what she told me.
Right, a mom has a mom.
Yeah.
The only time somebody's parent called in was dude from L.A. His dad called in from prison. What was Bobster? Our ASM Bobster. Yep. Shout out Bobster, man. See if she picks up.
Let me see. I might have to call her regular. She might be out.
It's like the one time a parent won't pick up a phone call.
It's
like,
during an interview.
Yeah. It's like
Oh, God.
when you
She
actually
be calling
need,
me 24/7, and as soon as I call her, and it's like something important,
literally when I call my mom and it's like I'm like, and then she calls me at the most inconvenient time.
I'm gonna call her regular because she gonna answer if I call her regular.
And if not, we'll just have her. She's just gonna call in later in the show. Hang tight. Oh,
Let's see.
What is mom doing right now? What time is it?
She's in LA right now, so she's probably
LA
shopping or something.
It's like 7 p.m., so it's 4 p.m. over. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Mom doing more.
Yeah, dead ass.
She'll call back if anything.
Yeah,
we'll ask her. Well, then
Hello?
let me. Oh, there you go.
Nope.
Nope.
She'll
never
call
mind.
me back, but
Well, then I want to ask you this, right? So we were talking about Trav, and I know,
Yeah.
of course, the inspiration, right? What's your favorite Trav album or song? Just out of my curiosity.
Days Before Rodeo.
Okay.
Obviously Rodeo is a big one.
Yep.
And probably just Astro World. Astro World was like a huge.
Yeah.
You know, I loved Astro World. That shit came out when I was a freshman, I think, freshman or sophomore. I'm trying to remember when.
In high school?
What year did Astro World come out? Was it 2017?
In high school, what year?
High school, yeah.
High school. If you were 20, when it came out,
It was
2015. 2015.
It came out 2015.
No, Astro World came out 2018.
No.
I'm sorry, I'm bugging. Astro World came out
Was it
2018.
2017 or 2018?
No, 2018.
2018. Okay,
yeah,
so I think I was going into my junior. Yeah, I was going into my junior year.
Okay.
So Astro World was an amazing album, bro. I fucking loved every single song on that project. Like to this day, I still bump every single song on that project.
Right. What do you think about Utopia? I feel like it's underappreciated right now.
I like Utopia. I just think Utopia is more mature. Like it's more you know, like he's saying real shit. He's always said real shit, but it's more like you gotta be more mature to understand like a lot of the music on Utopia, you know?
Yeah. Less bangers, more like
more like art. Like it's like artistic.
It's more like an art piece than like bangers, which I feel like a lot of like regular Travis fans, like the just passive listeners won't fully appreciate.
Yeah, a lot of
to, like,
people
raise music.
A lot of people just want like lit shit, or you know what I mean? They want that concert shit. But
yeah,
this is definitely more
shit.
like put together, you know, like artistic music that you have to actually have like a certain acquired taste appreciation for.
Right.
So,
what do you feel like, what do you feel like is the biggest thing that you took away from his music, his style, whatever, that you have integrated into yourself and your career?
I feel like one of the biggest things is how hands-on he is, because with everything I do, I'm super hands-on. Like whether it's a show, music, I'm needing to have control over like every single aspect. It's not like full control, obviously, because I got so many people on the team that like help me out with every single aspect of shit, but I just love being hands-on with my shit. I love, knowing what we're gonna do, like whatever I'm trying to do, like, I got a whole rundown, an idea for every single thing. Like, if I'm making a song, like, I got an idea for the hook, I might go and record the hook, leave it, come back to it 2 months later, re-record it, have another idea for, like, a segment of the song. That's definitely something that I've come more to do now, is, like, definitely take more time on my shit and like work more on my shit, to where I'm not just making like fast food music. I'm making like real shit where I'm actually saying shit. I'm going and structuring everything out how I want it to be structured. But yeah, like I said, even with shows, like I'm super hands-on with every single thing. Like I'm showing up to sound check hours before the show starts, making sure, everything sounds good. Like, cause there were a couple shows where like we didn't do that cause I woke up late or some shit. And, it didn't sound how I wanted it to sound, or like, Right. So first tour was definitely a learning experience. But yeah, definitely with the music, I would say from Travis, it's just how hands-on he is. And I relate to that a lot.
Right. I also saw, you're talking on Twitter about like money not equating to happiness, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel like as you have progressed in your career and the more money you make, like, does that statement also apply to you? Do you feel like you're not as happy with all that too?
It's definitely just stressful. Like the more shit you start doing, I feel like the more stressful it gets. And you gotta have the right mindset to be doing that shit. Like, thank God I have a team of people around me, because if I didn't have a team of people, I wouldn't be doing 80% of the shit I do. Because it's, like I said, it's so many aspects to this shit. I can't do everything at once. So it's like I got to do my thing as an artist, but it's like there's all these other things, and you know, you got to have a whole team of people helping you. But yeah, I would say it's definitely very stressful, like a lot of the shit. And you know, like the internet's gonna be the internet, so you have a bunch of people, you know, you doing all this shit, and then you got a bunch of people saying this and that, and it's like you do have to tune a lot of shit out a lot of the time. As far as money, like I would never think that money equaled happiness. Like money to me is just money. It's you can make money easily, get it wherever. Like money not gonna make you happy. You know, at the end of the day, it's gonna buy you shit. It's gonna keep you on your feet, but it's not gonna give you a good attitude. You know what I mean?
Right. What brings you happiness?
Shit.
Besides the music?
Probably my friends and my family. I just love being with like people. I don't like being by myself. Like I like being around people, and like, you know, like tour has been a great time because I'm just literally in a van full of like my people. Yeah. And we're just fucking going around and doing bullshit and doing shows. So like, yeah, definitely just having company around makes me happy.
I was gonna say, what does Dom do like in his spare time that people might not know about? Like, for example, when I had Lonely here, me and him talked about like Overwatch for like 20 minutes.
Overwatch is lit. Yeah,
but what do you play video games in your spare time? Like, what do you do in your spare time?
I grew up playing video games. So like, you know, growing up, I started at a PS2 when I was like 5, 6. That was the first console I played on. Cause my dad like played video games and shit. So, you know, like first console I played was a PS2. And I got my sister, she's older. We're 9 years apart. So she was a little bit older. She had put me on to shit like Spyro, Kingdom Hearts. And then my dad put me on to shit like I remember when I was like 6, my dad, he used to play Duke Nukem 3D, like the original Duke Nukem.
Yeah. On like 64, right?
Yeah. Well, it was on the PS2. It was the PS2
the
one.
PS2, excuse me. Yeah, PS2.
So he used to play that shit. And I remember I wanted to play that shit all the time. Like, I would go and play it, and my mom would get super mad because she hated me playing it. So she would, like, take the disc, and, like, I remember we had, like, a laundry room. She would, like, hide the fucking disc,
our
like,
moms are
at
the same
top.
person.
Yeah.
My mom there's, like, a little cabinet in my house, and, like, it's where all the towels are. Yeah. And she would put it at the very top.
Yeah,
so
the very top of the shit. Yeah. Nah, she hated me playing that. But other than that, like, PS2, I was playing Crash Bandicoot, fucking Spyro, Kingdom Hearts, my dad had a game called Driver. That was a lit-ass game. It's literally like, it's like GTA, but you're just driving cars.
Oh, Rob, you know about it?
Yeah, Driver's lit.
Driver. That's dope.
So many other games. And then I think when I was like 7, my grandma got me like my own console. She got me an Xbox 360. And it was like when the 360s had, you know, they had just come out a couple of years prior. And my first game on 360 was Halo 3.
Yep.
That was my first one.
Everybody's first game on 360. That was my first game on 360.
Halo 3 and Call of Duty World at War.
Okay, my first Call of Duty on that was Modern Warfare 2.
Modern Warfare 2? That was right after, I got that one right after World at War. But I remember World at War being like my first ever Call of Duty game and just being so like sucked into that game, bro. Like, because that was the first game with zombies and everything too, and like a fucking.
As soon as you get 3 friends and y'all just be playing. Next thing y'all know, y'all playing zombies all night.
Used to have like sleepovers. All the guys would come over and we'd like do the fucking Halo split screen shit. Yeah.
I've been doing the split. I'm mad that like that
games be taking that shit out now. Yeah,
they don't do no split screen shit anymore. Even with the new, I bought the new Halo on PC like when it came out. Which first of all, it wasn't very good. But second,
is that the Infinite?
Infinite, yeah. I didn't really like it.
I played that one a little bit.
It was cool. Yeah, I played it for like Christmas break. Yeah, like, you know, like when all the whole music industry shuts down.
I feel like Halo lost its spark after like Halo 4. Like, Halo 4 was like the last Halo that like I enjoyed.
Yeah, because it was after 343 Bungie. After Bungie stopped making them, it's kind of when
Halo Reach was my all-time favorite Halo. Like I grinded that game so much, bro. Oh my god, I remember like waking up at 5 a.m. before school just to go and like play Halo Reach so I could get enough credits to like buy a certain piece of gears. Like they had like the crazy helmet like animations for your character and shit. Yeah, I used to grind that game like crazy.
Yeah, no, I loved. What else did I play before school? I definitely played Halo Reach before school. I used to just Halo 3, bro. Halo 3 was my shit, and then I missed when we would play Modern Warfare 2. You used to be able to do like domination teams. It would be like teams of 6 or 8, and you used to have a whole party of 8 people playing at one time. Yeah, and then it's funny now because I play Call of Duty. I play with my producer Rob and a few of my other friends. But then I'd be like, damn, like most 90% of the time, nobody plays games no more.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, like I definitely, you know, playing video games. I rarely play video games anymore. And it's like I still love playing them, but I just never have the time to. I feel like it's so time consuming. Like the only time I ever have to play video games is when I'm at the crib. But even when I'm at the crib, I'll be like, shit, I'm finna get up and go to the studio. You know what I mean?
Yeah, find something to do.
Yeah, get some work done.
But I have my laptop to the side, so every time that like I die or like the game or like we're waiting for a new game to load up, I just turn my chair around and I just like get some work done, then I go back.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Try to get a match in.
Yeah, definitely nowadays, it is like harder to find the time to play. But I still be playing like, if I got nothing else to do and I'm at the crib, like I got a PC now, so I'll hop on the PC and play like Overwatch with my boys or like shit. What else do I be playing, bro? Honestly, really just Overwatch and Call of Duty nowadays. Like, I can't think of any other.
Quickly pick up and play.
Yeah, I can't think of any other good games that like I played recently. I played the Dead Space remaster, but I mean that was just the same as the first one. Yeah. But
I find it hard now to like play long form games, like
the story shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna like the only game that I know I'll get through is like the new Spider-Man because I love the first one so much. But like I bought the new God of War last year, and I just like I kept seeing the percentage of how much more of the game I had left, and then just one day I just stopped playing because I was like, bro, I don't have time to dedicate this much time to this game. But I'll dedicate it for Spider-Man because I love Spider-Man.
Oh, bro, I played that shit, the Miles Morales one.
Yeah.
I wish that shit wasn't so short though, bro. That was a good ass game.
But that's why they got the new one coming out.
Yeah, they got a new one?
Yeah,
next month. Like the duel, right? Where they combine like the Miles Morales and...
Yeah, it's both of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Like that one I'll spend as much time on as
I'll probably play that one because like I love the Miles Morales one. That shit was lit.
Yeah, but the story was like 10 hours. It was mad short.
Bro, I literally finished it in like 2 days. I was like, what the fuck? This is it? I couldn't like believe it. I was like, bro, there's no way I just bought this game and that was it. You know what I mean?
I think it came out, like I bought it with the PS5 when the PS5 came out and I finished it. I started it on Thanksgiving, I think. And then I finished it by the end of Thanksgiving week. And I'm like, all right, now what do I do? Now what?
Yeah, literally.
But what else besides video games do you do for fun? Is there anything else that the fans don't know about?
Honestly, bro, I really just be, like I said, I'd be at the crib, I'd be at the studio, or I'm like out running errands. I guess like clothes, like I like going shopping and like getting new pieces in and shit like that. But other than that, nothing really. I just like hanging out with the guys and fucking just going out. I've never been like a big club person or anything like that. Yeah. So, I don't. Like, I'll go to the club, but I'd rather go to a bar than a club, actually. There's this one bar in L.A. that I fuck with. It's called Barney's Beanery. Shit is lit, bro. You go there, they got, like, tables. You can sit down, get wings, get a couple brews, play pool. There'd be a bunch of old heads there, like, playing pool. You just bet with them, like, run it up.
And they leave you alone.
Yeah, dead ass, bro. Nah, I fuck with that spot. But, yeah, I don't know. The club just be packed and sweaty and, like, I don't know.
It's not really your thing.
It's mad fucking overpriced there. Like they charging you $70 for a shot of 1942. So it's just like, I'm gonna just go to the bar, get a beer, and fucking play pool. You know what I mean?
What club you going to that charge you $70 for a shot of 1942?
There's a club in LA. It's like an after hours spot, and they be. I went there. Well, I mean, I go there like pretty often because my boy DJs. But yeah, this one time I was just getting 1942 shots. And, like, I checked how much I spent the next morning. Because I got so fucked up. I was like...
Yeah, when you got that drug, you start buying everybody shots.
Shot o'clock. And then I wake up the next morning, and I'm like, damn, bruh. What kind of fucking place is this? Like, the hell wrong with y'all?
That's like, I hate that, because that definitely happened to me at Selena's 2 weeks ago, Cal, right? Not the cash party, the one before that. And like... There was somebody there. They're like, "Oh, buy me a shot." I was so drunk. I was like, "Man, fuck it. Like, let's do shots."
Yeah, like you be having all the guys with you, and they be bringing girls, and they're like, everybody's trying to get shots, and you're like, "All right, fuck it. Let me get like 10 shots right here," and you get all the shots, and you're not thinking shit of it. Then you wake up the next morning,
you're like, "Fuck,"
and you're looking at your shit, and you're like, I spent this, like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was so mad the next morning. I'm like, it wasn't $70, but like, I was like, damn, I could have just not bought this girl the shot. Like, bro, I don't know why I did that.
I woke up the next morning and I had spent $700 in that club, bro.
Oh, wow. Damn.
I didn't buy no bottles or nothing. Like, just shots and drinks.
Damn.
700.
Damn, that's why I don't do after hours.
I don't even know how I did that. Like, I don't, you know what I mean?
You don't
like,
remember
I was
how
like,
you did that either?
I was like, bro, what? Like, what the fuck could be $700?
That's what I call Amex, and I'd be like, yeah, my card was stolen last night. Like, but that was not me. The bartender ran up all my charges. Like, they bought drinks for everybody at the bar. It was not me. And then the person on Amex like, this is bullshit, but I'll dispute it.
Yeah, dead ass, bro. Yeah, shout out Chase, man. They be
What'd you say?
on it.
Oh yeah. Amex dead lowered my spending limits. I've been wilding.
Man.
But getting back to the music, so On My Own is out now, right? The deluxe is out now.
Yeah.
But you're talking about going to the studio. Saw you tweet about the new project. So new project on the way.
Yeah, well, more like I would say a tape.
A tape, okay. Tape,
yeah, because I'm working with a lot of new people now, and I've really just been locked in with a couple of guys. So like, right now I'm going more towards just singles and tapes. I feel like nowadays, like, people don't have the attention span to listen to 15 to 20 songs. Like, I'd rather just drop, 5, 7 songs at a time, and that's perfect for them. People love the short shit, because then it keeps them wanting more too. They're like, yo, like, when we getting more music? So yeah, definitely right now I'd say I'm on like singles and tapes, especially just since I'm working with a lot of new people. I want to put shit out in moderation to see like, okay, do y'all fuck with this? Y'all fuck with this more? Like, and just see what people like. So
right. So when we get the new tape, by the end of this year?
Oh yeah, for sure. Get a tape by the end of this year, yeah.
No, but you feel like you want to play the singles game more now?
Yeah, I'd say definitely single coming within like the next couple of weeks. Because last time I dropped was the deluxe, and that was like right before tour. So yeah, no, definitely.
It's pretty much I think it's only KO was on that tape, right?
Yeah, just KO. Yeah.
So, and I'm sure they ask you this all the time, but like you and Teo collab tape.
Yeah, no, like I would love to do a collab tape with KO, and I mean we literally probably can. Like, as soon as we get back to LA, I don't see why not.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
Cause like I saw like I was going through the comments and people were asking, and I'm like, I think that's typical though, because like when you see one person work with another person, and like y'all the only people that work with each other that much, they're like, oh yeah, so
hell yeah. And me and KO just got really good chemistry too, bro. On like the shit that we be making, I feel like every song we made has been like good as fuck. So.
Facts.
Yeah, no, I love making music with KO. Hell yeah.
Facts. So it's funny because I was going to ask you this at the beginning of the interview because we were kind of getting into that lane. But, like, when we're talking about how, like, things are going up for you, right? And I find everybody's answer to this question is a little different. But, like, we talk about the term underground a lot, right? Yeah. How do you feel about, like, the term underground and then kind of, like, mainstream? Like, what do you kind of determine, like, if something underground goes mainstream or vice versa, I guess?
Personally, for me, I feel like it's the quality of music that you're making. So, you could be underground. Like I feel like underground to me is somebody who's making music that's meant for the underground. It's probably my mom now.
Is this mom?
Yeah, let's see. Let's ask.
Let's see what she says.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, sorry. Sorry I missed your call. What's up?
I'm doing an interview right now. They want to know what's your favorite song by me?
And why?
My favorite song?
Yeah.
It is Wake Up.
Yeah, that's what I guessed.
He called it.
All right, thank you. Love you.
Okay.
Thanks, Mom.
Bye. Yeah, no, they love Wake Up.
Why is it Wake Up?
I don't know. They just love Wake Up. Like, literally, my sister had told me, her fiance, they went to, because we brought them to my show, they had went back home, and my sister texted me. She's like, oh, he's been walking around the kitchen, like, singing Wake Up for the past 30 minutes. So, yeah, that's just I feel like Wake Up's a song that everybody can like. Like, it's very appealing to everyone because it's just on some fun shit. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, going back to what we were talking about. So, you were talking about underground versus mainstream and the quality and whatnot.
Yeah. So, like, to me personally, I just determine underground as, like, the quality of music that you're making. So, like, you could be making or, like, more what you're gearing your music towards. So, like, I could make a song where I'm like, yeah, the underground kids gonna love this shit. But if this song were to go on the radio, people might not fuck with it as much. Because, the radio is mainstream. Like, that's any music that be, you hearing everywhere and shit. That's, like, mainstream to me. And that's, you making mainstream quality music is the music that's, and even it's down to, like, the mixing, bro. Like, the clean vocals, where I feel like underground, the mixing, a lot of it's like people throwing flanger on the vocals, like heavy, you know what I mean? It's definitely like a difference of quality.
Right.
So I feel like that's for me at least what differentiates like underground and mainstream. It's just the quality of things, and like even structure wise, like how are you structuring your songs? Are you doing just a fucking one hook and a verse to end the song off, or are you doing a hook, a verse, a hook, another verse, and a hook? Like, yeah,
What do you feel like you are in that spectrum right now?
I'm gearing more towards mainstream. With all the music I've been making recently, it's all mainstream. Like I said, I'm just trying to structure things like a lot more fuller now and trying to actually say things in my music, whereas I'm not just making like something where I know it's gonna go crazy, you know what I mean? But like I'm just saying bullshit. I'm not saying nothing that's, like realistic or
You're trying to be more intentional. With
more intentional with my music. Hell yeah.
Word, man. Well, I'm looking forward to the new tape then.
Hell yeah, bro.
Well, look,
yeah.
I appreciate you being here.
Of course.
By the time people see this, freestyle now, so go check that
Yes, sir.
out. New tape on the way on my own deluxe out now, so go run that up. Before you get up out of here, anything else you want to let the people know, where they can follow you at, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Now's the time to do it. This camera on the right here.
Shit. Follow me at Dom Corleo on everything. DOMCORLEO. And then yeah, man, all I can say is just be ready for new music. Like so much shit that we working on and the shit's crazy. So I'm excited to put it out.
Word, man. Well, again,
yeah.
appreciate you.
Hell
Go
yeah, bro.
run.
Thank
Shout
you.
out Mom for calling in too.
Yeah, shout out
what I'm
Mom.
saying?
She wasn't fucking with me at first, but
what she called in.
she came through. Hell
So, Mom,
yeah.
if you're watching this all the way at the end of the video, shout out Mom for calling in. Make sure you
Yeah,
go
yeah.
follow him. Go run up the project. Go run up the tape once it's out. Go run up the freestyle. Go follow him. Go show him some love. Go show him support. Love is free. Support is free. But y'all renew that. Till next time. Dom Corleo on the radar. We out.
Sarsky.
My God, love.
Hell yeah.